YouthBiz 592 was conceptualized with the main objective of providing skill training for self-employment. The program targeted at-risk youths in an integrated manner so that they can be economically self-reliant and meaningfully employed, hence reducing the level of youth involvement in criminal activities. In keeping with the government's agenda to develop the necessary skills in young people for entrepreneurship, youths from Region 4 and 6 participated in an entrepreneurial training pilot program. This week's in Guyana 411, we will look at YouthBiz 592 and what the participating youths describe their benefits from the program. In addition, another graduating batch of youths from the Hinterland Scholarship Program talked about their achievements and aspirations. I am Delon Sanko, and this is Guyana 411. YouthBiz 592 gave at-risk youths an opportunity to increase their economic security, their leadership capacity, and community and civic engagement while engaging their families and neighbors in an effort to build safer and stronger communities.
3 ministries collaborated on this program: Public Security, Business, and Education. For the Ministry of Public Security, it was part of the Citizen Security Strengthening Program, which worked with the Ministry of Business's Small Business Bureau and the Department of Culture, Youth, and Sport in association with Youth Build USA Incorporated. It was funded by the Inter-American Development Bank and saw 85 young persons from Regions 4 and 6 exposed to training and coaching to start up small businesses. Social support in the form of leadership, work residence, life and parenting skills, literacy and childcare support for single parents, meals for students, and transportation support was also provided in an effort to ensure meaningful participation. Minister of Public Security Kemraj Ramjatan at the launch of the program in April 2017 said that the program is in keeping with the government's mandate to reduce youth involvement in criminal activities.
We have to come up with smart public policy and execute forthwith without uncertainty and hesitation. Our capacity as a people to sort things out here in Guyana on youth crime and violence, like every other major issue of the day, though deeply conditioned by historical legacies and socio-economic structures, and even a political culture, is also a product of political crafting. We therefore must craft such a culture and a character that will see and make assets out of our young rather than make them liabilities.
Minister of Business Dominic Gaskin expressed pleasure at youths being given another opportunity to empower themselves. He urged them to start thinking and planning for the future, even as he encouraged them to be responsible and successful.
Youth entrepreneurship programs such as this one prepare young people like yourselves not just to develop businesses and to make money, but to be responsible and competent adults, capable of setting your own goals, managing your own time, becoming role models for others. It will teach you about leadership. It will teach you about ownership. It will teach you about relationships. It is meant to put you on the path to success.
Acting Minister of Education Nicolette Henry at the launch said youths are very important to the government. The minister urged that the stereotype which is associated with the communities of Angois Avenue and Sophia must end.
Our youth, we have observed, are strong, healthy, and tuned into the internet, Facebook, and other social media platforms for an inordinate amount of their time. For the ministers whose ministries participated, the participants, parents, these products created and honed the YouthBiz 592 are now placed at the disposal of the government of Guyana to equip, educate, and encourage our youth, to provide for them a place, a plan, and a product that will raise their income, raise their hopes, and provide for them a future that is artistic, as it is scientific, as it is creative, as it is secure, as surprising as it is expected. This is a proud moment, a proud day, a proud session for Guyana. Let us rise to the occasion. Let us launch this ship. Let us proclaim Youth Biz 592 as youth is our business in the 592 area.
Through the pilot program, staff would also reach out to the families of the youth participants, which is always critical in youth programming. The team would offer workshops on relevant topics such as parenting skills, communication, and conflict resolution to help strengthen the families as a support system and a protective factor that can reduce risky or violent behavior by the young people enrolled in the pilot program. The pilot program would serve an additional 50 community members through these training and workshops.
With the objectives and goals that were outlined in Youth Biz 592, the participants took away much more than they bargained for. Yvonne Armstrong, Shanice Bamfield, Horan Hollinsworth, Felicity Daniels, Michael Lachman, and Coretta Fraser shared their thoughts and feelings with the Department of Public Information, Government Information Agency on Youth Biz 592.
Yvonne Armstrong, an 18-year-old with a passion for electrical engineering, is now much more equipped as he moves forward in setting up his own business, Yvonne Armstrong's Electrical. Yvonne told us that he is where he is today all because of Youth Biz 592.
The course just, it was just so exciting to bring out everything in me that, it was just sitting there. And, well, actually, it was like, what to say? It was encouraging because I didn't know some of the stuff, and they showed me a lot.
Yvonne added that the training and information he has received put him at an advantage for delivering services in a professional manner.
I would bring a different attitude because, some people just go and talk harsh to people, and I'm not that type of person. Neatness in work and everything, on time.
Felicity Daniels is working towards having her own salon set up in the Sophia community. She says that this will not only help her develop herself, but her community as a whole.
My plan is to start, and even though I might get challenges or so forth, I'm eager to do what's best. And not only doing it what's best for my business, but also to help young people. Because the business that I'm doing is also school. So you learn things that I've learned from the program. So I'll be able to give back to others and not myself alone. As I said, you need not to be selfish.
Felicity says her creativity will keep her business different from the others, so her customers will always keep coming.
I like to be creative. And once you're creative, you can do anything. So with my business, it's not only about looking after people with locks. We also cater for other people, like people who like do the straightening of the hair and so forth. So I can say I am different because I'm being creative and also I'm being innovative.
An excited and enthusiastic Oren Hollingsworth said he would love to see the Youth Biz 592 continuing and that more youths should be exposed to the training.
Youth Biz 592 is an awesome program for young people. I think I would love to see Youth Biz 592 keep going and going and going because it gives you a lot of knowledge and skills that you didn't have before in terms of business, entrepreneurship training. It's a whole complete package for young people. It was a special 3 months it was a wonderful course.
Oren added that the information that he received will put him in a good position to better manage his business.
The information contributed a whole lot because before, I had a business, but I didn't have the idea about business. I didn't know what is business. I didn't know what I'm getting into. I just know I got a shop, I sell in, you see no profit and anything like that. But now I got the skills and the knowledge about business. I be sure I know how now to excel and become more bigger.
Coretta Fraser, a single parent of 3 girls, says that the training has left her passionate and ready to work. She is also scheduling herself to ensure everything falls in place.
I'm going into poultry rearing, and I have received so much from Youth Biz 592. Like, I don't even know where to start, but from the start up to the finish, to the continue the business, it really impact me, because one thing we keep sticking out is keep your records. Records keeping is something really, really important, because if you don't keep your records, you're going to remember.
Shanice Bamfield, a young photographer whose eyes are on the prize, says that the training session's interactive method made it easy for her and other participants to get a feel for what the reality is in their professions.
Well, basically for me, it was the interaction within the classroom sessions. They made it a lot easy for you, because it was not necessarily about the whole theory part. You know, they actually got you involved in doing a little role play and so on to understand what they were teaching a little bit more, you know, because some people may have difficulty understanding a specific topic or whatever. So in order to get out to you a better, way or whatever you may need to understand, they later put it into role plays and so on for you, so you can understand it better.
Michael Latchman says with the training he received, he will be in a better position to make sure his customers' needs are met.
When you get into businesses, you can't jump into it just without any knowledge and so. And Youth Biz 592, their job was to enlighten us with that information. For example, knowing how to deal with customers, how to flex with them and every other so forth. So knowledge like that is needed when you open or starting a business. You can't just talk to customers anyhow.
Uvern, Felicity, Erwin, Coretta, Shanice, and Michael wanted young people to know that dreams can become a reality.
Don't be afraid of anything. Just put yourself out there.
Success is embedded in us, but it takes will and determination to achieve our goals. What this is basically saying is that once you're determined and you have the ability and agility to do what you want or desire, you can achieve it. But it all depends on you.
Young people should get up. I mean, we have smartphones, they have newspapers, television, word of mouth. These programs are being advertised every day in the newspapers. I mean, be sure you could see it on Facebook and stuff like that. Just don't sit down and, say that somebody gonna find a job for me, this person have to give me this. You have to get up and help yourself. I mean, the government is already playing its part, but you now as an individual have to get up and go for it.
Once they're determined, determination, creative, getting into business is not an easy task. You have to be willing, because some days, you just wake up, you don't feel like going, but you just got to put aside and keep going.
Things may be tough, but you can all work through that. You will have people who will be able to help you and push you. And once you push yourself and you have that sense of achievement in yourself and you want to do it, it's all about what you want.
Don't make life or nobody bring you down, because in life there are a lot of challenges, a lot. And it's up to us to know how we overcome them and push forward to our goals.
Youth Biz 592 saw youths coming up with ideas in the areas of agro-processing, ICT, poultry, low-carbon manufacturing activities, and professional and business services.
Meanwhile, the Interland Scholarship Program provides academic opportunities at both the secondary and tertiary level and promotes an integration of Interland students into the wider Guyanese society. It affords them the opportunity to benefit from quality secondary and technical education not accessible in their communities.
78 students are recent graduates of a batch of the Hinterland Scholarship Program. Department of Public Information Government Information Agency DPI Gina spoke with some of the students on how they benefited from the program and what are their next steps in moving forward. 16-year-old Tricelle Stevens is among the 78 students who benefited from the scholarship program. She gained her secondary education at the Anna Regina Secondary and aspires to become a civil engineer.
Well, I achieved a higher education at Region 2 and I attend one of the best schools there, which Region 7 can actually give me. So it's and people are friendly, so it's okay. I want to attend UG and become an engineer. It pays well. I know it pays well. And where I'm from, Cameron, it's not really developed in terms of the roads and building infrastructure and so. So I really want to develop the place, especially where I come from.
Kiefer Allen attended the 3 Mile Secondary School, and this is what he had to say.
In the long run, it was worth it, but it had the challenges and thing. But well, it's a really good program and thing, and it really giving you experience and opening doors for you, like in more places for education. So it worth it, yeah. After supposed to start Guyana School of Agriculture either this year and next year, and then furthering my studies in veterinary science at University of Guyana as soon as I finish GSA.
So why veterinary science?
Well, it's something that I'm really passionate about, and we're like working with animals and taking care of animals is something that I really like doing. Veterinary science is like, it doesn't really have a lot of vets, and to me, like, to start like really showing humanity, you gotta know how to treat animals, right? So to me, like, if I giving back anything to my community, it just be like a understanding, like compassion, like teaching like younger generations compassion for animals.
18-year-old Shania Wilson is currently pursuing an environmental science degree at the University of Guyana. She is keen on giving back to her town of Bartica.
In a sense, it was really good, and it was definitely worth it because it basically gave me the opportunity to further my studies and get better education compared to in Region 7. Also, being away from home also exposed me to a whole new different diaspora of people, and at the dormitory you learn different things, you meet different people. All of it add to the success at the end of the 5 years at secondary education. I'm currently pursuing a degree in environmental studies.
Why you chose it?
I chose environmental studies because since I moved to Georgetown and I have been interacting with our Amerindian friends, they talk about so many things that happen in the interior with plants and so on. And then with the whole green economy currently, the big topic, and climate change, all of it like was a spark to me. So I decided to take up the challenge of studying that aspect of the environment. On completion of my degree and PhD, I will return to Bartica. As we all know, is currently the green town in progress. So going back there and working back as an environmentalist is my way of giving back and my contribution, my way of saying thank you for the support through the years while I was there and while I was away.
Region 9's Juwayne Andes is a sixth former of the President's College. Her main goal is to get her business management degree from the University of Guyana.
Going from home was very challenging for me because being far from my parents, it was sad. I miss them a lot. And this is my first time being away from them, and I found it really hard, but it was worth being away from them because I was able to experience a lot of things, meet new people, make new friends, experience different cultures. I'm aspiring to become a business manager, so I plan to pursue my studies in the field of business management at UG.
16-year-old Thomas Henry is also aspiring to be a civil engineer.
For the first time, it's kind of hard, but I managed to stay alive, and here I am today. So it was worth it. I would like to see better roads, better schools, better infrastructures like better hospitals, better facilities like sporting facilities, facilities like washrooms and stuff. I would like to see those be developed in the community.
Attorney at law David James gave the students critical pieces of advice in moving forward with their careers.
Set yourself a goal, an objective beyond this. This is a landmark that you have reached now, and which it's something that you should be pleased about. It's something that you should be happy about. And I'm sure your parents, your family, your community, they're all happy and pleased that you have achieved this. But there is a lot more for you, I can tell you that. And I know that many of you, and I would hope that most of you, and if not all of you, can go on to achieve a lot more. Guyana depends on you. You're the future of this country.
Minister within the Ministry of Indigenous Peoples Affairs Valerie Garrido-Low, who has special responsibility for women and children, delivered the feature address. The minister encouraged the youths to use the graduation as a starting point to help develop their communities.
You have just graduated with so many subjects. This is just your starting point for your career, your brilliant career. So this is just your foundation there that you're standing on, a strong foundation to go forward and specialize in these areas that can develop your home, our home. In the hinterland, we need electricity, especially now our government is going green, promoting green energy. So we need persons to study in that area who can go and, at least fit up turbines, solar energy that not only can house give electricity to one house, but a whole community or neighboring communities. So we need students to study in that area, green energy, so that we can light up our lives in the hinterland.
We have come to the end of another edition of Guyana 411. Join us again next week for another production as we keep you informed. I am Delon Sanko. Have a great week.